Hey everybody, this is TheBiggWiggs and welcome back to Bloodborne! Let's see, last time we went up and did Upper Cathedral Ward. Not did, blah. This is post-commentary, by the way, and it's without audio. Technical difficulties! Ugh! If you want to know what happened, basically a whole bunch of horrible static came in and everything got ruined. So, you could do this with regular audio, but you'd have the in the background constantly. So we're just gonna come in and do this post commentary with no audio. I imagine that will get a lot of not good things occurring on YouTube because it's actually gonna be two videos like this. Oh god, I'm so sorry. But anyways, we're just on killing these things. Remember what they look like. They're gonna be coming up later in the story. A little bit creepy story. But as of right now, we're actually gonna go back into Yarhargul. Even though I just said we're going up a Cathedral Ward, we're going to go into Yarhargul, and we're actually going to get a very, very powerful blood gem. That will be useful. Very, very useful. And there was still some static on that screen, and there's still some static on many screens. Oh, great. You won't hear it. I heard it, though, because I'm an idiot. Who cares? So this blood gem is actually, I'm going to just say what the blood gem is. It's a radial blood gem. Very, very good. A lot of weapons can have that. And it's like a plus 18% physical damage up. Ludicrously powerful. Twice as good as any blood gem we found so far for physical damage. It's just down there. There's like a horrible leg dog monster thing. And a gun guy. Gun guy isn't that big of a deal. Kind of sucks at aiming. Really shouldn't use a rifle for that range. Not that I know anything about guns. Torch, mainly just because it's a nice lighting effect and makes me feel better. This guy has a leg for a tail. Yeah, it's going to reach up, feel around. See if you got cancer. Yep. So this is actually how I play the game, believe it or not. I play this game without audio because of my own audio setup. Now I'm kind of wishing I did, because if I knew I was going to delete all audio anyways. Super sorry about that. We tumble right back. I put it on the Blade of Mercy. I'm gonna come out straight up, be honest with you guys. Blade of Mercy is pretty good. I don't think my build... I think I went too hard into Arcane, though, to make Blade of Mercy truly worthwhile. I don't really have enough... Unless I want to go farming for more skill. I don't think I have enough into skill to make Blade of Mercy truly shine as a weapon. But whatever. These guys all sort of slowly creep out in a really nasty, gross way. Sort of like reverse cockroaches at night. Yeah. That just came in my mind. I really wish it hadn't. But they're pretty simple to kill. This place is, actually, I think I read the lore a bit later, so we're not even going to touch up on that. We're just going to sort of run around, check it out, pick up some items, pick up some accessories. If I knew this would be post-commentary, I would have maybe focused less on actually talking about the things I'm doing in video and more on just doing them, knowing I can get myself, back myself up later, but shit happens. Here I am trying out the Blade of Mercy and then almost dying from crows. Twice. Yeah. 3 times? Ooh, look like 3 times. We'll say it's twice right now. Blade of Mercy is only really good on very certain enemies. It's good on 1v1 targets, because obviously you can... Yeah, we'll say it's 2.5 times. 1v1 targets, because you can sort of stagger them to death, and it's only really 1v1 targets that don't have super armor, i.e. they flinch when you hit them. Bosses are a bit okay, because bosses don't flinch anyways. At least most of them don't. And, it sort of gives you a lot of good DPS. Here I'm talking about Insight. At least, I remember talking about Insight. I recorded this earlier today. But because we have 44 insight, this guy has, his spear has magical glowing off of it, which I'm pretty sure increases the damage he does. If we wanted to go to the insight shop and just sort of dump a whole bunch of insight in something like not needed, like fire paper, then we could actually make the game a little bit easier on ourselves. I'm not exactly sure of which, level of insight's ideal for making a game easy or making it more interesting. I just know as it goes up, different things happen. And focus on how much damage I'm doing with the Blade of Mercy on this character versus the Fire Sword I have. It's very important. Those girls, I guess, are a big part of this area, and they take a lot of damage from elemental attacks, and very little damage from just about everything else. We'll pick up the choir garb. I kind of went into it because I am interested in the lore of this area. Kind of gives you a better idea of the big picture of the story. And we're going to go in and we're going to read off the description of the key we picked up, the Upper Cathedral key. Right there on the bottom. Yeah, right. Yeah, there we go. The key to Upper Cathedral Ward's seal. The upper echelons of the Healing Church are formed by the School of Mensis, based in the Unseen Village, and the choir occupying the Upper Cathedral Ward. That means that the people running around sort of kidnapping people, bring them into Yahargul to do these weird, insane rituals, and the Healing Church, which seems to be sort of the government of the whole city, are in fact working together and not really separately. The reason the Snatchers seem to be going out kidnapping people, and even why they seem a little bit secretive, because they're from the secret village, is actually all there just to like trick people themselves. It's not there because of like, we can't let the government find us. Nice tiny nitrous use there, by the way. Just wanted to show off. It's not there to like, oh no, the government's gonna catch us, we better do this secretly. It's basically just to trick the actual citizens of Yharnam. And I thought that was, even though this series isn't about lore, it's nice just to know that all these sort of factions that show up, like, you know, there's the church, there's the Unseen Village, and then there's sort of the beasts themselves, in a way. There's actually only like two, which is the church and the Unseen Village both work together, and then the beast is what they're sort of going off against. And it's just nice to know that it's a bit more simplistic than like, what's all this shit happening? It's all just the church. This is a cool area. I have the torch out because I'll need it out. If you actually take a nice, good, close look at the top of that chandelier, you'll see a problem. Yeah. We're about to see many problems, about 3 of them, to be precise, as we come down here. It's a cool moment just because you're not going to notice them first time you're going through here, until, yeah, he just straight drops that shit on you. And it looks like just 3 randomly spawned down there from this video. Not entirely sure. I cheese the shit out of these guys, by the way. They can't fit through the doorway that we came through. So you just stand out there, you know, get out a long-range-ish weapon like Ludwig's sword, and take care of them. Yeah. If I was a smart person, I would edit this one bit out, but that would mean doing weird things with audio that I'm afraid of. Am I gonna do it? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm a wuss. I'm too scared. It'd be a great idea here is to use the tiny nitrous to like hit all of them at once for massive damage. I don't do that because I don't know. I just forget tiny nitrous exists sometimes. My arcane set's just there for fire weapons, which isn't bad. Yeah, I'm not against the idea of just having fire weapons around. Wasting some blood vials. Blood vials are a pain to go get. We do that later, but all that's edited out for your viewing convenience. Yes. Sort of behind the scenes look at how the channel works. It doesn't work very well, by the way. Anyways, I'm just checking to see because I remember there being more beasts down there, sort of tucked into the corners, and not really being attacked all at once by 3 of them. We'll find some more, though. Don't worry. It's not that scary. Go down there. There we go. Who's a good boy? You are. They just turn around and there he is. Isn't he creepy looking? One of them's super easy to kill because it's the same enemy we fought since the very beginning. They are completely black now. I'm not sure if that's always been the case, but well, these ladies, they grab you. Don't let them grab you. Have I showed that in this series yet? Them grabbing me? A slug comes out, comes out of their head, goes into your head, then steals your insight. Which isn't that bad, because insight isn't that important. Especially if we're doing basically a no co-op playthrough, like I am. So, wouldn't be bad to actually lose some insight. But, yeah, shit happens. Pick up some ritual blood. mostly for Holy Chalices. Not sure if we're going to do Holy Chalices in this playthrough. I personally consider it to be a little bit boring, because you don't have to grind for materials. I think we have most materials we need to actually go through a lot of them. But I don't know, I'm not feeling it. If I want to do like a procedurally generated type game dealio, I'd do one of those, which I'm planning on doing later. Probably could have warned you guys about that attack. Not that it's scary or anything. There isn't any audio. I do play this game without audio, so it's not hard to do it without audio, especially since I've done it before. Whatever. We come up here. Nice laddering. Go ladder in Bloodborne, yo. Lots of good things over here. Some blue elixir that makes you like invisible to ranged enemies. It's quite nice. Blindfold cap. Yes, yeah. Well, we show it off many times in this episode. The slug thing. It's creepy, isn't it? Fun fact: losing insight, I think, actually gives you more frenzy defense, because it makes you less likely to go insane. At least I think that's how it's working. Blue magical paralyzing dust is bad. It makes me feel bad looking at it. But we're alright. I think I have like 40 Madman's knowledge I don't even have. Yeah, insight's a weird mechanic. It's a bit like the world tendency in Demon Souls. That's I think what reminds me the most. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in Demon Souls, if you died in certain ways or you did certain things, the whole area got more evil. Got closer towards black tendency, which made enemies harder but also let them drop more souls. And I'm comparing it in a way because with insight, I'm pretty sure enemies, like all enemies, get a wider moveset as well with insight. And they get like, for instance, I pointed out, I think last episode, certain characters can't use magic unless you have a level of insight, or the scythe guys don't have their magic dust on it unless you have the right insight. There we go. We encountered this person, have absolutely 100% no problems killing this one. This guy over here, we're grabbed. Whatever, been grabbed before. NBD. Like the MVP, know what I'm saying? Then some bullshit happens, and I'm massively pressing the circle button right about now. And then we get stunned. And then we get grabbed. And, lots of swearing occurs. I can't believe, I can't, what's such bullshit, I can't believe that happened. Oh, through the magic of editing. It's like it never even happened at all. Wow. Isn't that amazing? We get the orphanage key. This whole place is actually called the orphanage. I didn't look at it, in this episode, because I figured, hey, who cares? I don't talk about lore anyways, so why start now? Make contact. Alright. My end audio just up and did weird things. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. I was talking about the orphanage. The orphanage is a place where the church actually makes babies. I think they make people who can use magic. I wish I had the description right here up in front of me. I don't, because I'm a complete idiot. I can actually look it up. Oh, post commentary for the win. Orphan age key Bloodborne. The things happening now are bullshit. I got knocked off the shit from the stupid ladder. Blah 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 blah. Where the orphanage key? Orphanage, shadowed by the Grand Cathedral, was a place of scholarship and experimentation, where young orphans became potent, unseen thinkers for the Healing Church. The choir that would later split the Healing Church was a creation of the orphanage. That would later split the Healing Church. Oh, yeah. So choir came before the Healing Church. That's basically what happened. Yeah, and the choir actually made... The orphanage made the choir, and the choir made the Healing Church. That's what's going on. And because the orphanage key works in this big front door, everything, it's basically, this is the birthplace of the church. Very important. The unseen thinkers thing, too, is, I guess, kind of important when you consider, like, stuff like insight, how it's like sight, and how there's, you know, there's lots of things going on with it. But more importantly, it's that they actually take kids away and they make them into like into monsters, I would assume. especially like the whole place. What I'm saying is those little things scuttling around on the ground outside, they might be children. In fact, I'm 100% convinced they're children. But that's a bit of a spoiler as to why I'm convinced of that. We'll get to that later. Ooh, foreshadowing. I think most people know why they're children now, though. This is the boss. This is actually the kin. The Kith, whatever the hell they're called. The blue blobby man that attacked us just outside of this room before. It hints as to their origins. And as you see, they're called... the boss of this area is called Celestial Emissary. Which means this is a god. This is one of the great ones. Locked up inside the healing church. Locked up's a strong word. Housed might be a better word for it. Yeah, housed. And they spawn from these plants. At least that's what I'm getting from it. That these plants are spawning these horrible monsters. Actually, these actually might be the orphanage children that the church is trying to create. That would also make sense. And maybe like the weird scuttling monsters things are the failed creations. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. When you do enough damage to Celestial Emissary, he becomes a bigger version of himself. If you fought one of the Titans outside, this guy is just as easy as them. So it isn't that bad. I switched to the Blade of Mercy mostly because I'm an idiot, but also it lets me illustrate these guys don't take much damage from like physical attacks. It's the fire weapon that's doing most of this for me. And they're not hard. Lead them up the stairs so that when the new wave of smaller dudes spawn, they take a while to get to you, is actually a really good idea. And now we're just left with Big Man himself. He takes a lot of damage from my attacks. We're going to a smaller weapon because that way I'll have more stamina to run. Big step, big swipes. It's fine. I do so much damage, it doesn't do anything. Then problems occur. He falls down. He falls out low health. Now, if I was brave, I would go down there myself, plunging attack, finish him off. But I'm not brave. I see a bunch of smaller things coming at me. I was like, I'm going to wait up here, redo the plan. And, I'm not sure if you noticed, but dudes with the little noodles come out their heads cast magic, and also I don't quite cover myself. And I die. Feels pretty good. We just come right back in here, though. The magic of editing, woo! It's because the horrible monsters... No, who cares? Blood Echo is retrieved. The fight's pretty easy. It's one of the easiest fights in the game. I'm embarrassed I died to it. And I told you exactly how I could avoid dying to it. But, if you are having trouble with this fight for whatever reason, like if you're having trouble with crowd control, that's how I see what anyone having trouble with this fight would have trouble, is if you're having trouble with crowd control. Just throw on fire paper. Fire paper or bolt paper, and it destroys them. I mean, my build is especially... It's quite well made for this one fight. And, But, then my off-camera character that went quality build with, like, skill and strength, had threw on some bolt paper, and I destroyed them. So easily. Still, though. I can't talk about how much this guy sucks too much because I died to him. It's like dying to Pinwheel, I guess. I don't know. I hope this doesn't become the dying to Pinwheel. Hey, look! Tiny Nitrous makes his triumphant return. And apparently does shitloads of damage, so we're just going to do that over and over. There we go. More blood bullets. Heal it back up. He's like the easiest boss in the game. And I'm embarrassed for dying to him. Yeah. If we look around here, this is the end of the Upper Cathedral Ward. At least it seems to be. There is a secret area that I will reveal. There we go. Run down these stairs. There's nowhere up that way. There's not even any items. We can just light the lamp. Unless we kaboom! Break that window. We'll actually probably encounter that window next time. So, until then, I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day, and no fancy thing this time. Sorry. Shake off cape. Goodbye!